In the heart of the vast Pacific Ocean, where ancient legends whisper through the waves, lies a tale that has been passed down through generations of Polynesian seafarers. Long ago, when the stars were young and the ocean held untold mysteries, there lived a young navigator named Koa, whose destiny would become intertwined with the very soul of the sea. Unlike other navigators who relied on the stars and winds to guide their way, Koa possessed a unique gift. He could hear the ocean's voice, a melodic symphony that spoke of hidden paths and distant shores. The elders of his island dismissed his claims, believing that pride had clouded his judgment. But Koa knew what he heard was real. One fateful night, as storm clouds gathered on the horizon, the village's fishing fleet ventured out despite the warnings of approaching danger. Koa begged them to stay, for the sea had whispered to him of a terrible tempest, but they laughed and set sail anyway. As the storm unleashed its fury, Koa heard something he had never heard before, the ocean crying. Without hesitation, he launched his small canoe into the raging waters. The waves, normally his allies, rose like mountains around him, but still he pressed on, guided by that sorrowful song. Through the darkness and chaos, he followed the voice, discovering each fishing boat one by one, leading them to safety through channels that seemed to appear as if by magic. But the sea's song grew more urgent, leading him further out into the deep waters. There, trapped in a whirlpool of angry currents, was a young whale calf separated from its mother. The sea's cries were actually the whale's song, amplified by the ocean itself. Understanding dawned on Koa. The sea hadn't been speaking to him. It had been teaching him to listen to all its creatures. For 3 days and nights, Koa stayed with the calf, protecting it from predators and keeping it calm with songs he had learned from the waves themselves. On the 4th morning, the mother whale returned, and Koa witnessed a reunion that would forever change how his people viewed the ocean. When he finally returned home, the village had changed. The elders who once doubted him now sought his wisdom. He taught them that the sea was not just a path to be traveled or a resource to be harvested. It was a living entity, full of voices waiting to be heard. He showed them how to listen not just with their ears, but with their hearts. As years passed, Koa's legacy grew. His teachings spread across the islands, inspiring a new generation of navigators who learned to respect and understand the ocean's many voices. They discovered that in the silence between waves lay ancient wisdom, and in the depths of the sea lived stories waiting to be heard. Today, when Polynesian sailors venture out into the Pacific, they still practice Koa's teachings. They say that on quiet nights, when the moon is full and the waters are calm, you can still hear the ocean singing its ancient songs, if only you know how to listen. And in those moments, they remember the navigator who taught them that the greatest journeys aren't measured by the distance traveled, but by the wisdom gained in learning to hear the silent voice of the sea. This tale reminds us that sometimes the most profound truths come not from what we see, but from what we hear when we truly listen. The ocean, vast and mysterious, continues to speak to those who open their hearts to its ancient wisdom, carrying forward the legacy of Koa, the navigator who learned to hear the silent sea. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe for more interesting videos.